where we share quick and easy recipes that are cooked with love. Today we are going to prepare hot and sour soup. Hot and sour soup is the most commonly consumed soup in any Chinese restaurant. It is one of the most popular Chinese soups that we know of. What we are going to prepare today is a vegetarian version of this soup. If you prefer to have a non-veg version, all you need to do is put some boiled chicken to it and replace the vegetable stock with some chicken stock. So let's begin cooking.
So for a soup today, we require a lump of butter. This is salted butter. Sliced onion. This is one whole onion sliced. For Chinese cooking, the way you cut your ingredients is very important. It always has to be long and it always has to be a slice. We have some diamond cut green chili. This is one whole green chili that I have used. Again, we have some matchstick style cut ginger and garlic. This is approximately 1 pod of garlic, big pod, and this is 4 pods of ginger. I've used a quarter of cabbage. Again, I've shredded it thinly. Again, matchstick size is cutting thinly, so I've cut it extremely thinly. I've cut some carrots, again matchstick style. This is one whole carrot that I've used. Some spring onion sliced. Here I have some mushrooms. Again, make sure that you clean the mushrooms well because they can have a lot of mud on it, and I have thinly sliced them. You can see how thinly this I've sliced. These are 8 mushrooms that I'm using. Some coriander. I'm using a little bit of cornstarch, salt to taste, and I'm using 2 glasses of vegetable stock. Vegetable stock is nothing but you take some water and boil your carrots, onions, leek with bay leaf, salt, pepper, and you get a reduced flavored water, which is your vegetable stock. You can also choose to buy some vegetable stock cubes that you get off the market readily and mix some hot water and dilute them, and your vegetable stock is ready. Some vinegar and soy sauce. So let's get cooking. So heat the pan first. Check if your pan is warm. If your pan is warm, then add the lump of butter. Add just a little bit of oil to this. The reason why we add oil is to avoid the butter from burning. You can use olive oil, you can use regular cooking oil. That is absolutely fine. Once your butter starts melting in, add your ginger, garlic and green chilies. What a wonderful aroma the ginger and garlic gives. That's why Chinese cooking is so delicious, because you first eat or fill your stomach with the aroma and then with the taste. So as this cooks away, you add your sliced onion, mix it well. See, we don't really need to cook the onions. Remember, you're preparing a soup, so it's going to boil away eventually and cook well. So you don't really need to cook these onions. Just stir them in. Add your carrots, your cabbage. Again, stir it well. Yeah, they need to have a crunch of their own. So you just need to mix them well with the flavored butter. What we need to do next is add in our vegetable stock. Now see, I prepared this stock at home, but you can also use these readily available stock cubes that you get in the market nowadays. But if you want to prepare stock at home, just take some onions, carrots, leek and salt, pepper, bay leaf, and boil these vegetables with hot water for some time. Let it simmer away for a good half an hour on medium to low flame, and then what you get is a flavored liquid. That is exactly what a vegetable stock is all about. You can add whatever vegetables you want. You can add celery to it, you can add thyme to it, you can add rosemary to flavor your stock. So what we need to do is, now that we've mixed this in well, we need to allow this soup to come to a boil.
Our soup is now come to a boil. To bring the soup to boil, I had increased the flame. Now I'm going to put the flame back to medium. Yeah, immediately you will see the boil resting a little bit. And to this, I'm going to add our corn flour. To the cornstarch. To the cornstarch, what I did is I added a little bit of warm water, diluted it, and I'm going to add that now to a soup. Once again, increase the flame and allow it to come to a boil. Mix well. The reason why we add cornstarch is basically to thicken a soup. Immediately you see our liquid has thickened, if you notice, and that is a precise reason why we have added cornstarch. Now that it is cooking away, it does not need too much of time. What we need to do next is we need to add in our mushrooms. So in go the mushrooms. Now what we have done is we have added cornstarch and thickened our soup and then put in our mushrooms. Remember, your mushrooms are also going to leave a little bit of water. Yeah, so it's also further going to loosen up the soup a little bit. Yeah, so for the mushrooms to cook, we need to cover this and allow it to simmer away for maximum 2 to 3 minutes. Our soup has been cooking away for 2 minutes, so let's check on it now. There you notice that the mushrooms have cooked well and our soup has thickened also, if you notice. So now is the time to add in our soy sauce. So I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, and to that I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of vinegar and mix it with the soup. Remember, we are cooking on medium flame. Bring this soup to a nice boil. And add in 1 pinch of salt. Our soup seems to have thickened up. What we need to do next is add in our spring onion. So I'm going to add our spring onion. I'm going to leave just a little bit of spring onion in our bowl for garnish. Mix that in well. Spring onion has very delicate flavors and should have a crunch of its own, so we don't need to cook it. What we need to do now is shut the gas off and begin plating. So here it is, a vegetarian hot and sour soup. I've garnished it with some spring onions and some coriander. Remember, the secret ingredient to cooking good food is to cook with love. So go invite your friends and cook with love. If you like our recipes, please subscribe to our channel, The Secret Ingredient Kitchen. Enjoy and have a nice day.